Good afternoon to you in studio as well as the viewers. It has been quite a long day for us as well as many of the commuters that are still trying to make their way to their respective destinations. We are at the Fleet Africa in Newtown, where people are leaving here. People are leaving the country to go to surrounding countries in South Africa, including Zimbabwe and Malawi. As you can see behind me, people have shopped in bulk to try and get a few groceries to their countries. As you can see, there's packets of chips and quite a lot of liters of oil I've seen with a lot of the buses here. A lot of snacks, a lot of, just a few staple groceries that they can just take home to their families. But let's just speak to some of the commuters that are going to get back home. Ma'am, just before you go into the bus, can you just speak to us about your expectations when you're going home? Why as well you bought so many groceries to take home?
I buy a lot of grocery because it's hectic at home. So it's too much. We have to buy a lot here so that the kids and the family we have something to eat. Since at home things are very expensive, and we expect to have a nice Christmas with the families.
When will you be back in South Africa?
After New Year. I think around 6 we'll be back.
And when was the last time you went home?
I don't want to lie. I went home last Easter.
All right. Thank you very much, ma'am. I don't know if I can find someone else I can speak to here that can just tell me about their trip going home, ma'am. Sorry, can I just talk to you about why you bought so many groceries to take back home?
Nothing I can say. I want to give my kids at home.
So if you buy these groceries now, all these groceries, so many of them, how long do they last you before you have to buy them again?
I think they're gonna last about 2 months because there's too much food I buy.
So it happens once, maybe every couple of months for you to have these back home until you go back and buy them again?
I just only go December only.
Okay.
Yeah, it's only there I take my leave.
All right.
Yeah.
All right, thank you very much. So as you have heard from the commuters here who have done quite a lot of shopping with regards to the groceries that they're sending back home. As you can imagine, they only have this opportunity now, just before Christmas, to do their shopping in bulk to take back home. So if it lasts for about 2 months, that'll just be covering January as well as February. And for the rest of the year, they don't have these groceries until the end of the year. So we have covered quite a lot with regards to people going back home. And as we had already mentioned earlier, that the issue of security is quite a big one during this time. Of course, it's the peak time in the festive season where a lot of people are quite vulnerable with regards to their possessions, carrying quite a lot of loads with them to take back home. So it is quite a peak time for crime here. As we had mentioned at the CBD Park Station, where the managers did say to us that the security there is quite limited and that a lot of people have already experienced a bit of crime in and around the area with their luggage and going to their respective places, pickup points, just before they head back home. So we will try and speak to law enforcement as well, just to get some views from them as well as some plans that they have during the festive season period with regards to the crime in the area, especially here in Johannesburg CBD.